What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Now, today we've got the 12 strange things you only see in India. Now remember, if you do want to request a video of some sort, instead of leaving links in the comments and all that, follow me on Instagram or Twitter, whichever one you prefer, and DM me links or, chat over there, whatever you need, because it's a lot easier for me to get requests on an Instagram DMs than in the comments, because then YouTube censors out links and they censor out comments sometimes. It's really dumb. And then I have to check the spam folder, which I never really do, because, look, I just don't expect to fucking see any spam. So if you think I don't ever read your comment, that's probably where it is, because I read I read every comment, and fucking jeez, I'm burping. Hey, without further ado, let's check it out.
So here's a fun riddle for you.
Okay.
Where in the world are wedding rings
Oh, just before we didn't mention it, subscribe, don't be a bitch.
worn on the toes, and people serve bulls instead of waves?
Wait,
No, it's not New Jersey, folks. It's India.
do they
And
really
it's a
get
place
married
full
with
of
on their
odd
toes?
customs and curiosities.
So they'll like get their toe out and they go, do you, Susan, take Bill to be your lawfully wedded husband? It's like, oh, I do. And then instead of slipping the ring on the finger, you just get their toe and go, is that what happens? Surely not.
Curiosities you probably didn't know about. And guess what? Today's your lucky day. I'm going to tell you about it. For example, there's, in descending order, number 12.
Okay.
The quirks of Indian English.
Now, I'm guessing, this will be the last pause for the video, but I've spoken about this 100 times. People in India, they will mix languages. They'll go from English to speaking their national language. Then they'll, like halfway through sentences, they'll chop and change. And it's like, Virat, what are you on about?
India is one of the largest
Like Indian
English-speaking
cricketers, that's where I know it
countries in the
from.
world, second only to the U.S. But in a country with around 880 spoken languages, only 22 of which are even officially recognized,
Damn.
it's no wonder Indian English
880
may sometimes tickle your ear in a strange way. For instance, if a person starts talking to you with a weird yar sound, don't worry, that's just the Indian way to say, hey dude. India would probably ask your name with the phrase, what's your good name?
Hey.
And no, that doesn't mean you have some kind of a bad name that you somehow earned.
My better name is Dragon.
It's just a way of being polite.
Hey.
And when an Indian person finally starts addressing you by
mate.
your first name, they may add G to the end to show how much they respect
Hey,
you.
that's what's up.
Ah, my dear bright sider G. 11.
That's cool, I like that.
Beautifully adorned
They're so kind.
toes.
That's why I love Indian people.
In India,
So
when
kind.
two loving hearts decide to marry each other, the groom must put a wedding ring on his bride's toe.
Oh, they actually do!
That's the custom.
Yo!
Called bichia, and every bride wears them on both her second toes as a sign of her newly married status.
Yo!
There are other kinds of toe rings in India too. Some men wear them on their big toes
What?
in the belief that it'll boost their strength and vigor. Indians are famous for their love of gold, but toe rings are mostly made of silver because it's inappropriate to wear gold below the waist.
Is it? Well, I guess that's because gold's like a recognized, like, that's the jewel in India. Like, a lot of stuff in India is obviously gold. Obviously, a lot of the temples are honestly got so much gold in it. You can't wear it below the waist. I kind of don't get that, but I could see it as maybe a disrespectful sort of thing, maybe.
Number 10.
I guess.
Unbreakable promises. Most people in India believe that a spoken word
They
has
do.
great
Finest
power
mustaches.
in it. And if you break a promise, you'll enrage spirits and deities. The most powerful promise is the promise of a mother. So if an Indian person swears by this, then you better believe them if you don't want to come off as really rude.
Shit.
Number 9.
That should go for
the
anything.
Birthplace of plastic surgery.
Like, a promise is a promise, people.
Among
Remember
India's most sacred texts, there's one that baffles surgeons and medical experts to this day. It's called the Sushruta Samhita, and it's a fundamental part of the Indian practice of Ayurveda.
that. Okay.
It was written by the ancient Indian surgeon Sushruta somewhere between 1000 BCE and 500 BCE.
Fuck, I forgot what BCE stands for again. Before Christ era? I think that's what
The
it is,
text
right?
describes tons of unbelievably complex surgical procedures. But the most fascinating
Is that
thing
an onion?
is that it proves that India is probably the birthplace of all plastic surgery.
Really?
Even for his time, Sushruta was totally capable of doing nose jobs, or rhinoplasties if you want to be technical, and earlobe reconstructions.
What?
Not exactly what would make
Hey,
movie stars seem
what is
forever
that?
young, but still impressive. Speaking of movies, number 8, Twice.
Just quickly, I just want to quickly talk on that. The plastic surgery thing, of course, do whatever makes you happy, and if you think there's something you want to do with plastic surgery, then it's your decision 100%. But remember, everyone is beautiful in their own way. Do not listen to what other people say about you. Like, I'll get comments, or I've had people, everyone has a little flaw about them. No one is flawless, no one's perfect. Like, I'll have these big fucking eyebrows. I'll have if you have acne on your face, or pimples, or whatever, you have you're skinny, you're too chubby, you got big ears, small ears, a big nose. Who cares, remember? Because it is yourself. Love yourself, because before anyone else can love you, you have to love yourself. So remember that, and always stay true to yourself. Remember that. Don't change for anyone. Always be yourself, guys.
Bollywood is the
Just a little bit of
largest film
motivation.
industry in the world. No, not Hollywood. Bollywood produces about 1,200
And
films
Bollywood?
every year. That's twice the amount that Hollywood puts
They
out.
got heaps.
And if you want
I
to start
respect
an
the grind.
acting career in India, you better learn how to sing and dance,
Yeah.
since most of the movies produced there are musicals. This passion for
Hey!
musicals stems from
Hey!
a deep appreciation for
Hey!
Indian traditional dance.
He's
and
killing
folklore.
that. Oh, no,
Also,
never mind. No, he's not.
It's no secret that Bollywood was inspired by Hollywood works from the 1920s to
What about Mollywood?
1950s, many of which were musicals. Bollywood got its B from Bombay,
Really?
the city where most Indian films are produced, which of course changed its name to Mumbai in 1990.
Mumbai, woo!
Yeah, they should keep the B. Mollywood just, isn't the same.
What? No.
Number 7.
We like
Holy
Mollywood.
rats.
What?
I know, it sounds absurd, so let me explain.
Holy rats.
According to an ancient Indian legend,
What?
the mighty and worshipped warrior sage Karni Mata tragically lost her stepson Laxman when he accidentally fell in a pond and drowned.
Damn. That's tough.
Karni Mata was in such grief that she begged the gods to save him. Well, they did, but on one condition. All of her male children would be reincarnated as rats. Ah, those wacky gods. What a unique sense
What?
of humor, huh? So that's why the temple devoted to Karni Mata in Deshnok is known as Rat Temple. Here you are, going through a huge hall, completely covered in rats. But people here are happy to come and share their food with these
Okay, what the fuck is going on?
sacred long-tailed rodents.
I'm not going to comment on that.
Hey, might be a relative. It's a particular honor to come across and feed the rare white rats in the temple. They're believed to be the true reincarnation of Karni Mata.
What are you going to
and
feed
her
it? Some
sons.
cheese?
Number 6, bull surfing.
Interesting.
Whoa, gnarly, dude. If you ever go to the village of Anandapalli after
Damn, that is
harvest
cool.
season, then
Cool
you
temple.
might be able to watch some bull surfing.
Huh?
How do you surf a bull?
Yeah, facts.
Very carefully, I'd guess. You see, first off, they make a track on a flooded
Is it a
field
shark? What the hell is that? It's got a fucking
that
fin.
becomes pretty much a
Damn.
big muddy swamp. Then teams, yeah, it's a competitive sport, compete to stay
Jesus.
on a board being pulled through the water by 2 bulls.
What?
These jockeys train for this event, and the bulls are groomed and cleaned with their horns being polished nice and shiny.
Nice. Can we see
Doesn't
it?
last very long. Can you see yourself hanging 10 on a board driven by 2 really big mammals in your hands? And that's no bull. Wait, yes it is.
The hell is that?
Turf's up, dude.
What?
Number 5. Who to thank for your clean hair? Did you know the word shampoo has Indian roots? Well, that comes as no surprise since shampooing itself originates in India. The original word shampoo means massage.
I did
and
learn
was
this,
initially
actually,
used to describe the process
few
of
videos
hair
ago.
strengthening with herbs common in India. But India has good reason to pay so much attention to their locks. The country sells over $20 billion worth of hair in a single month.
What?
Such amounts are second only to China. But even this hair-selling giant mixes its product with Indian hair for better quality.
Damn.
Number
Okay.
4, serious wildlife conservation. India gets a lot of criticism for its pollution problem, which there's no denying that it's a serious one. But that doesn't say anything about Indian people's attitude towards wildlife.
Hey!
There are 104 national parks in India, with
What
over
the hell is this
15,000
guy
square
doing?
miles of overall coverage. Some of the
He's
rarest
just
animals
chilling.
on Earth inhabit these parks, like the bizarre-looking purple frog, the smallest
What?
pig in the world, the pygmy,
The
like the
fuck
bizarre.
is that? What the fuck is that? That is not a frog. What the fuck? This is too early for this. I just woke up. This is too early to see something like this. I'm not gonna sleep. I'm gonna have nightmares over this thing.
The smallest pig in the world, the pygmy hog, and
I do know
the
that
largest living bat, the
What
Indian
the
flying fox.
Hey!
These endangered species are in severe need of protection,
Damn.
and India has proven itself
Cobra.
very capable of wildlife conservation. Just take the country's national symbol as an example.
Like lions?
In 2010, there were only between 1,700 and
tigers.
1,900 Bengal tigers
That's right.
left in the world.
How many is there now?
But those numbers are now up to around 2,200.
Hey! Well done!
The Bengal tiger
Shout out
is
to
still
India.
considered endangered, even though it's the biggest tiger species in terms of numbers. So you can imagine how grave the situation is for its cousins elsewhere.
Hey.
Number 3, Towers of Silence. India is not only home to rare wildlife
Stop showing me
species,
these
but
frogs!
some uncommon ideologies too. One of them is Zoroastrianism. Zoroastrians believe fire and earth to be sacred fundamental elements, so it's very bad for them to bury or cremate their departed.
Really?
The solution they came up with was to build towers of silence for the deceased. Also known as dakma, these towers have no roof so that nature can step in and do the work as an undertaker. The only towers of silence still functional to this day are in India. But let's move on to a place that's very much alive and definitely not silent. Number 2.
Wait, is that what people still do? Like, I know they said there's very few of them temples left or whatever, but to let the animals just come in, like, they're just gonna take your loved one's body and rip it to shreds. Like, even though they're dead, like, why would you want an animal to do that? Like, seems odd, to be honest.
Packed like sardines.
Like, if you want an animal to fucking eat it, just go and give it to a Bengal tiger or something. I mean, I don't know.
India has the 4th largest railway system in the world,
Yep.
with almost 42,000 miles of track overall. But if you want to keep a pleasant impression of this country,
He's taking a
in your
photo of
heart,
me. Hey.
then you might want to avoid
Thank
trains
you.
at all costs. Or, if you're just curious to see people hang off the sides
Man's
and
hanging
ride on the roof of the train, then India is the place to go. Local commuter trains in India are unbelievably
Whee!
overcrowded most of the time. So
stepping
even
on
trying
my
to get
toes.
in one is pretty much impossible.
Make
And
room.
don't
There's
even
no
bother
room.
trying to get a seat. You'd be wasting your time. But still, these crazy packed trains have sort of become a tourist attraction in and of themselves.
Yeah.
But still, I'd take Uber or something for short distances
Yeah,
if I
I
were
think
you.
so.
Number 1, pageants for true beauties.
Okay.
Hey, what's more beautiful than a huge Indian elephant? Can't think of anything? That's a tough one. Well, the only real answer is the most beautiful Indian elephant, of course. There's a
Hey!
contest dubbed as such that happens each year on the full moon between February and March. And this pageant is a key part of Jaipur's famous Indian festival.
These subtitles are great.
Nowhere else in the world are these gorgeous giants celebrated like they are here. People get down to work preparing for the festival by cleaning the elephants and decorating them with an array of stunning embellishments and clothes. They even paint colorful designs on
fuck?
them. Then everybody votes for the most beautiful and gracious elephant at the festival.
That's cool.
It's really nice to know that these kind and helpful creatures can get so much respect and love.
Facts.
Boy, you can see that one coming now,
Alright,
couldn't you?
I don't want to see this guy
Hey,
again.
What's the most amusing fact about India that you know?
Alright,
Add
who
your
is
own
that?
points.
because we are gonna have to find out her Instagram. No, I'm joking, people. Calm down. Not really, but
don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, share it with your friends, and click subscribe.
I've shared it with all my friends on the YouTube channel. Hey, that is gonna cap it off, guys. Remember, if you are new, subscribe. We're building the biggest cricket / all sorts of bloody community here on YouTube, so subscribe. Don't be that guy. It costs nothing. Just don't be that guy who isn't subscribed to the Liam Clarke YouTube channel. You're gonna want to be subscribed. So hey, that is gonna cap. Contains licensed content from East News. You've got to be fucking kidding me. So what you're telling me is some of this is copyright. Damn it! Oh well, it's still getting uploaded. Whatever. Hey, that is gonna cap it off, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next.